Here are some of the new career mode features in FC25. Let's kick this off with FC IQ. The game's entire tactical system has been overhauled, and this has had big ramifications for career mode. Players now have their player roles that determine the way they play and allow you to create a more realistic and flexible tactical system. Players will develop tactical familiarity over time, which requires you to build your team smartly to create a squad that is able to enact your plans to the highest level possible. Youth development is the next feature. We can say goodbye to boring drills. You now have the chance to play regular 5v5 tournaments in the game's rush mode to develop your players, as they'll quickly develop based on how well they perform. The scouting system has also been updated, as there are now 160 countries from which you can scout. If you're interested in scouting Africa, Asia, or Oceania to hunt for the next big talent, you can do exactly that. Another neat feature is that you have control over your save more than ever. There are multiple sliders that let you adjust how realistic the gameplay is, which allows you to go for a full FC experience or something more realistic. Outside of matches, you can make transfer negotiations harder, quicken or slow down recovery rates for your players, and create transfer embargoes. If you like a challenge, then you're in for a treat. Women's management has finally been added into career mode for the first time. EA was finally able to acquire enough women's league licenses to include them in career mode. This means you can now finally manage top women's divisions in the USA, England, Spain, Germany, and France. Usually in career mode, you would have had to start every save at the beginning of the game's first season. This has been changed this year with EA introducing live start points. Throughout the year, EA will record the position of teams after every match, which allows you to jump in at any point in the season to create your own story. This is expanded on with snapshots that capture certain important points throughout the season with every club. Let's say Erik ten Hag gets sacked at Manchester United, you can then take over the club in FC25 at that point and attempt to save their season. And finally, we have simulation, which helps make football in career mode feel far more realistic. Play becomes slower and methodical, and your opponents will adapt to how you play, with each team playing in a different way. This means every single match will be a challenge for you to try and overcome. Those are just some of the new career mode features introduced in FC25. If you'd like to see some more features that have been introduced, then check out our written piece over on our site at VideoGamer.com.